I can't tell if this is some kind of glitch in reality or if I've been enchanted. Whatever it is, I hope you can still notice my story. I can't find any logical explanation for the horror I experienced. My name is Alex, and this is the most unusual experience I've ever had. My mother, sister, and I were renting a small room in a 5-story house. Though our room was tiny, the height of the house made it worthwhile. The owner occupied the top 3 floors and the 2 below us. We lived on the 4th floor, and sometimes we would watch the cats playing in the cages below. One thing stood out to me as I watched the cats. None of the cats in the cages were pure white. My sister, Mia, explained that the white cats were well cared for to prevent them from getting lost. I agreed with her. A few days later, however, I laughed out loud. There were 5 white cats on the roof. I mentioned this to Mia, but she just shrugged and said the white cats had been on the roof for a long time. I felt foolish for never noticing them before. I insisted that I'd never seen a white cat in a cage. Days passed, and I got used to seeing white cats on the roof. Then I realized there were no black cats in the cages. I told Mia about it, and she suggested they might be getting rid of them because they misbehaved. And so it went. A few days later, black cats appeared on the roof again. As usual, I told Mia, who dismissed it as normal, saying black cats often hung out on the roof. By this point, I was utterly confused. Twice now, I'd noticed a color missing, only for it to suddenly appear on the roof. It seemed like Mia didn't remember that those cats had been absent before. A few days later, I noticed there were no tortoiseshell cats. I didn't mention it to Mia this time. I wanted to see if there was an explanation. I was terrified, almost losing my mind. Then, after a few days, I saw tortoiseshell cats on the roof. I was so scared, I didn't count them. I avoided looking at the terrace for weeks, afraid I'd notice something else strange. After some time, I mustered the courage to look again. I saw that the cats were of various colors, though pure white ones were still rare. I decided to let it go, and stopped commenting on it altogether. Want your horror or thrilling stories to be heard? Message us, and we will narrate them for you.